Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. Here's the British Raj, and I've just been looking over our situation, and, I realize we've been reduced in autonomy to a colony type, which means we don't have the ability to kick off our own diplomatic plays. So that's going to potentially halt a lot of our ambitions for the mid game. So I think our goal. So our prestige is at 517. Great Britain's prestige is at 1700. Ooh, there's Fieldworks. So if we can get our prestige up to up to huh. Okay. Apparently, the prestige ratio requirement for puppets is gone. So that's interesting. Huh, that's not great, because that was kind of my backup plan for getting free over here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll focus on building up these railways right now. So we'll finish out the ones that we're currently building, and then we'll see where we're going. Our next research project is logistics. This is just to keep our military strength high. Did I ever upgrade my other two armies? Oh, I got some extra armies sitting around here. So, drought. Oh, I don't like that. Yes, we're in skirmish infantry for the... for the British Indian 4th Army. Can you dial it back, please? British Indian 4th Army, what is going on? Alright. Madras Army, we got 41 skirmish infantry. Bengal Army, we still got a bunch of line infantry. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade the infantry in the Bengal Army at this time. And British Indian 4th Army, I'm going to continue to... Where are these units flowing in here from? Are you good? Are you good? Are you happy with having only none battalions now? Okay, alright. So now I'm going to disband the army. And hopefully that'll deal with it. Anyway, and now we're increasing these, the Bengal army to be comprised primarily of skirmish... Okay, I don't know what that's about. Skirmish infantry. Fulwalon Ki Sayed. The city of Delhi has turned out to celebrate the traditional Indian festival of Funwalon Ki Sayed. The occasion celebrates communal harmony between Hindus and Muslims. Music thrums through the air, accompanied by the scent of thousands of flowers. People across the city gather, Hindus and Muslims. Their religion is not forgotten, but the usual tensions have been replaced with a mutual love of dance, prayer, and food. A beautiful show of harmony and color, increased migration attraction, reduced state penalties from turmoil, increased loyalists from political movements. There is a clear danger of the festival being politicized. 5% of Hindu and Sunni pops become radical, or offer an official contribution to the displays. Costs us a chunk of money right now, but increases the bonuses. That's not much money. I'm going to do this third one. That'll be nice. Oh, I can establish a new company. Yeah, let me take a look back through the companies. There's got to be something I want here. Oh, infrastructure per population is really good, but it's hard to have profitable forestry industries. State construction efficiency would be nice. In order to build this, I need to have level 5 steel mills in any Indian state. Oh, but that's right. Tata's really good. Level 5... Alright, so I need to have a level 5 steel mill. I'm going to establish Tata Steel. That's going to be our plan. So... low market access in Bihar. That's not ideal. Am I building up a railway here? Yes. But actually, to deal with that problem in the medium term, let's throw in a road maintenance decree. And that's going to give them the access that they need for now. And then we'll put 2 more levels of steel mills in here, and that'll be just fine. Iron mines are downsizing, but they should stop downsizing now that, yes, now that market access has been established. No more gold in the Yukon. Very well. Interesting. I may still have a path to reducing my autonomy, or at least to annexing my subjects, which is, if I get them mad enough, they'll all rise against me, which could be fun, because again, I can't start diplomatic plays. Burma is going up in Liberty Desire, which I don't love. That's just because of infamy, though, so I can wait that one out. Chitral is going down. Jammu and Kashmir are going up a little bit, but again, that's infamy. That's just infamy. That's all that is. Kalat is going up really hard. No, it's not. It's not. It's just pretending. And everything else is looking good. So, I have a few of these I could reduce autonomy of, my protectorates. Bahawalpur is a good target. Bhutan is a good target once they're down in Liberty Desire. And then Burma... No, Burma's already a puppet. Alright, beautiful. And those are the only ones. Bahawalpur, Burma... and Makran. Alright. So that's going to be our sort of medium-term goal. Oh, and Sikkim as well. Yes, that's right. That's right. Now, laws. I definitely have to change up some laws because everyone's salty, particularly the utilitarians. Unfortunately, they can't do much for me. Can I... Got total separation. Everyone likes that. Got legal guardianship. Everyone likes that. Interesting. Yeah, maybe police is the right call here. A lot of people like dedicated. Chances are going to be... There's a big stall chance. Why is there stall chance? From the Bajulaks and the Riots. Huh, that's interesting. You really prefer to have no police than you do dedicated? Yeah, they do. And the Riots I knew, because they're particularists. They don't like to be policed. What about internal affairs? Oh, nobody's excited about this. Alright, so... Economic system, we're at lock-in with agrarianism. That's where we want to be. What about schools? I can do private schools. I think that's going to be the best call for now. Utilitarian movement likes that. So let's go ahead and hit that button. Because we're not getting to public schools anytime soon. But the industrialists like this. We got a solid advance chance. Most of our chances are in debate. So that'll be where that goes. Just still slowly working my way through the rest of these railways. Where are we with purveyor of progress? Bombay Madras line. Okay. Ooh, there's psychiatry. So that gives me a little extra influence. That is actually good, because I'm really low on influence. I'm spending a lot of influence on things. Due to my inability to rival people at this stage. Robert O'Callaghan has passed away, which means we need a new general for the Madras army. Let's see. We'll go with this Badralaks guy. Can I get a Presidency Armies guy? It doesn't appear so. So we'll grab a Zamandar's guy as well. Let me see. You're a slaver and you're a sovereignist. Alright. Well, that is what it is. Alright. See, I think some of these are not... So Bihar and Oud are in the process. Do I have a railway in Agra? I do have one under construction. Alright, so the Delhi-Calcutta line is nearly ready to go. The Allahabad-Bombay line, which is Agra, Bundelkhand, Central Provinces, Malwa, and Bombay. Bombay has a railway at this stage. Central Provinces has a railway. Malwa is where? Yes, is this state here. And this one has a railway. And then Bundelkhand. So this is Rajputana. Oh, where's Bundelkhand? Bundelkhand is here. We have a railway here. Oh, I think we need a railway in all of these. That includes these two states as well. So we'll finish out with these ones, then we'll circle back and see if we need those as well. Raising concerns. The Zamindars have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the government of India. Choosing is always hard, not because the decision is difficult to make, but because the consequences can be a bit inconvenient. Rumors are spreading like smoke from a factory, staining the clear air of the British Raj with a dense and vicious poison. This needs to be addressed. Happier Zamindars, unhappy government of India, or they need to accept we can't always please everyone. I'm going to do the first one. I can definitely afford to lose some loyalty off the government of India. They're very happy, but the others not so much. Opposition members put forth demands. More pragmatically inclined members of the Hindu priesthood, currently opposed to the passing of private schools, have offered to change their stance for there to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the government of India, however. Compromise makes a good umbrella, but a poor roof. It is temporary expedient, often wise in party politics, almost sure to be unwise in statesmanship. Options are acquiesce to their demands. The bill must pass. This makes the government of India upset but increases enactment chance. Compromise is a tool of the weak, reduces enactment time and enactment chance, makes the government of India happy. Our prime opportunity to break the bill from deadlock. This gives us one entire phase, increases enactment time by 15%, makes the government of India furious. I'm going to do the first one like I always do. Always going for that enactment chance. Ooh, what have we here? A liberal revolt in Jodhpur. Alright, well, I'm not too worried about that. I'll maybe mobilize an army if it looks like this won't go this way, but I think it's going to go that way, and that'll be fine. Yeah, it looks like the government's definitely got... The government of Jodhpur definitely has a handle on that situation. So I'm not super worried. Yep, not worried one bit. Then we got the Bombay-Madras line, which is Bombay, Hyderabad, the ceded districts, and Carnatic. So Carnatic, we're here. We're probably going to need one in... Well, let's... Okay. Bombay. Carnatic has a railway. The ceded districts have a railway. Bombay has a railway. And then the other one is Hyderabad. And Hyderabad is here. And Hyderabad has a railway. Alright, so it's just it's these areas here that need railways. Well, that's Denmark. I don't need to care about that. Devout scandal. It has been revered that Debendranath Tagore of the Hindu priesthood has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. His resignation is being demanded. The very fact that this sneaky bastard thought he could get away with such a gross misuse of his power shows everything wrong with the leadership of the Hindu priesthood. The people must know of his depravity. I can get them less penalties or more. Alright. Discipline and punish. The role of discipline in the new private schools has been raised by the presidency armies as an area of improvement in the plans for the new education system. This is not merely about keeping an orderly classroom so that knowledge can be imparted. It is about imparting character. After all, we've been given an enormous opportunity by the parents of these children, who do all they can to raise them as upstanding citizens. Too often we find boys joining the military service whose character has already been almost irrevocably ruined by an unruly youth and a lack of respect for authority. It needn't be so. We should focus on the curriculum, reduce enactment time, salty presidency armies, or working this into the school system is paramount. I'm going to say working this into the school system is paramount. It's going to slow me down, but it's worth it. Happy presidency armies is important. Political migration. The rich and unstable political environment in the British Raj has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Calcutta. Oh, Calcutta, you flawed yet fiery jewel. Where else could one see 3 different demonstrations within a 5 minutes walk? They're welcome to join the Sea of Voices. We get Victor Boyle, extra radicals from discrimination, or from political movements, and extra prestige. Or these people make a mockery of the British Raj, reduce prestige, reduce radicals from political movements. Mr. Boyle, what's your deal? You're an American, a Yank, and a reformer. You like propertied women, cultural exclusion, compulsory primary school. Yeah, you're fine. Come on in. And the extra prestige doesn't hurt either. Although, it doesn't do the thing that I wanted it to do, because now we're not actually... It doesn't give us increased liberty desire. That's weird. Is that a unique thing for us? Or is that something they changed in 1.8? Gifts among friends. An internal investigation has discovered that a government official received many gifts from Buma Konwar on behalf of the British Indian Dutch East Indies Society. The official leading the investigation details his findings. Does Buma Konwar have no integrity? Among the gifts sent, the following was found. A half a dozen parcels of cloth, a carving knife, a pocket knife, 5 pairs of gloves, 23 barrels of salt, and a dozen bottles of British India's finest cologne water. Is this not bribery in support of the British Indian Dutch East Indies Society's cause? The British Indian Dutch East Indies Society has done nothing suspect. 5% of civil servants become more loyalist. Or perhaps their leader should step down. He resigns from the civil servants' extra legitimacy. I'm going to go with the first one. Extra loyalty among the civil servants is going to be really, really useful. It hardly even made a dent. I think it reduced my number of radicals by a lot. There's the Jodhpuri Liberal Revolt popping off. Again, I don't really see any inclination to get involved in this situation. I feel extremely confident in my vassals' ability to handle it themselves, and it does appear they are indeed handling it. So that's very good. Occupation level is at 1%, and that's the end of the situation. Alright, cash flow's looking solid. So I think... What if I reduce taxes? That would drop my cash flow and increase my standard of living. It might also increase my number of loyalists, which would be very nice. Where are we? Yeah, okay, so the Delhi-Calcutta line is built. Oh, do I need to also build in railways in these places? I think I do. Yeah, because these are in Bombay. Alright, I got it. I got what I need to get. Come on, give me private schools. Crooked connections. Frustrated with the lengthy process surrounding private schools, Buma Kanwar of the civil servants has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. A few words in the right ears are all I'm asking for. Everything within the bounds of the law, of course, although I cannot guarantee our opponents in this matter will view such actions with much glee. Grant him permission, time is of the essence. Hindu priesthood salty but reduce enactment time. Or no, we do this by the book or not at all, increase enactment time. I don't want to upset the Hindu priesthood, so we'll do this by the book. I think I'm going to just continue to do things the way I've been doing them. I think that's the most sensible way to approach the question. I've got lots of bureaucracy to play with now, which is interesting. Have I switched over to centralized filing system? I largely have not, so I have a lot of ability to flex upward in terms of bureaucratic capacity. At the cost of cash, of course. Infamy is a little high, but again, I don't actually need to worry about that. So, when my infamy goes down, I'm just confirming that in this patch, my increasing liberty desire is based on my infamy and not Britain's infamy. Or is based on Britain's infamy and not my infamy. Because currently I'm at... I've got a line item for infamy. And now my infamy has gone down. And that line item is still there. Okay, so I've got increased autonomy as a wargle. So if someone declares on Britain, or Britain declares on someone else, I can side with them and request increased, I can side with them and cite and request increased autonomy, I think. I think that's going to be how we're going to handle it. Obviously, if they try to annex, that'll be a huge nonsense, so hoping they won't. I don't see any reason they would. Curriculum disagreements. Disagreements within the government about what should be taught in the new private schools have brought implementation of the reform to a standstill. These classes may be well suited to the tutoring of noblemen 2 centuries ago, but believing they would serve a broader range of students well in this day and age is outright lunacy. And you mean to say that your modern alternatives would serve them better? You would have the classical subjects phased out in favor of ignorance and poor grammar? Force a compromise? Presidency armies and government of India both salty. Reduced enactment success chance. Take some time to work out the differences, increase enactment time. Or rearrange the law to create an independent body for this, 1 setback. I'm going to increase enactment time. You know I'm going to increase enactment time. Enactment time is up to 123 days, but I'm not in a hurry with this. And I feel extremely confident in my ability to do it successfully over the long term. My stall chance is very low. Most people are in favor of having some kind of a school system. This is going to cost us a barrel full of infamy. Or full of bureaucracy, but it is what it is. Train robbery in the British Indian Central Provinces. International press has been reporting on a robbery in British Indian Central Provinces led by Marathi agitators. If they would... My head says Daquoise, but that's French. That's not how... I don't know how to pronounce this word at all. If they were dacoits, many more would have died. These young men were stealing our money back for us. They made mistakes, but their intentions are noble. If they're so noble, then what are they doing waving guns at their fellow countrymen? Now an innocent man is dead. I'll never forget the sound of his wife crying. Deny our guards were overpowered. Increase in government expenses. 5% of pops become more loyalist. No use covering up our losses. Extra infamy generation. I don't need to worry about infamy generation. I can't do diplomatic plays. Extra loyalists would have been nice, actually. That probably would have been smart, but it's fine. Rubber discovered in Malaya. And a rubber rush. So, this event we're going to see a lot of times. I'm just going to read it this one time. Rubber has been successfully grown in British Indian Malaya. The fragile nature of these trees and their difficult-to-meet conditions make this achievement exceptionally important. The Amazonian rubber monopoly is finally over. Those beautiful trees have decided to grow elsewhere after multiple unsuccessful attempts, those stubborn little things, and now it is our duty to end those greedy tycoons' empires. This place seems to be the most effective. As we get farther into the game, I'll have another option that's like, we'll be careful not to exhaust the soil or something like that. If I say this place seems to be most effective, it gives some increased migration traction there. The second one increases migration traction somewhere else. I'm just always going to say this place seems to be most effective. It seems like all my movements are going down in radicalism, or in activism, which makes me feel vindicated with my current strategy of just chilling the heck out and not doing too much. So, Burma, now that I'm not infamous, your liberty desire is going down. Alright, that's beautiful. That is exactly what I need. So now, I can go ahead and start reducing autonomy a little bit. I'm going to start with Macron, and I can't do this too much. So, I'm going to do this as an overlord action. So a lot of my vassals' attitudes have worsened, but only up to, like, aloof. Yeah, here we go. They're all... Huh. Well, some of them went down... One of them went down from defiant to aloof, but that's just fine. I don't need to worry about my stability nearly as much due to the, So I'm automatically on Great Britain's side. Alright, well, I can ignore it. Due to not having to worry about presidency stability anymore. Someone also mentioned the doctrine of lapse. It looks like I don't have that option at this stage. I think you only have that during the British East India Company period. I could have used that to annex puppets without doing diplomatic plays, and that probably would have been smart, but, you know, I'm not that smart, so it is what it is. Alright, so I'm still missing Allahabad, Bombay. Oh, right, because Bombay doesn't have its railroad fully built out. Alright, so what else? Can I found Tata Steel now? Looks like yes. Here we go. Alright, let's see what else we can build. We still need more munitions plants, and I know exactly where to build them. Here in Bihar. Pretty low productivity here. Let's get a few universities built. And we'll also increase the number of universities in West Bengal to 5. That's going to help with our tech, among many other things. The West Bengal ones might proc an event. I don't know if they will, but there's an event that can proc if you've got level 5 universities. I think we've passed the point where I can actually proc it, but it is what it is. Let me see. That's right. Clearing out Tier 2 to get to Tier 3 so that I can get breach loading artillery. That'll be nice. Hydraulic cranes should sort itself out in the meantime. Academic assistance. The teachers of our higher institutions of learning have offered to advise the government the implementation of the new private schools. There are certainly differences between teaching children the fundamentals and the more advanced education offered at our universities. Nevertheless, as architects of the upper floors of this towering structure of knowledge, we believe the least we can do is to provide some insight into how the foundations should be built. We'd be happy to have their help reduce university throughput, increase enactment success chance. Their research is more important, 10% of enactment success chance, or they could be of help in finalizing the bill, one entire phase. I'm tempted to get 10% enactment success chance, but let's get a phase. Shazam. Let's see, I've almost never done that. That does feel good. Gives you some more breathing room, for one thing. And we're almost done with this railway, and I think this railway is going to finish out our situation. There are also a lot of subject states of mine that have difficult issues with market access that I could definitely deal with. Nope. Sorry about that. I could also rescind my service obligations from these places, because that would increase my overall military power. Statue of History. A statue of the old monarch stands in Delhi. Some are suggesting it should be torn down. It looks down on us, laughing, gloating, mocking. Tearing it down is the only way to be free of it. Tear down the symbols of the old world. It is important that we don't forget our history, happier civil servants, or we should relocate it to Calcutta to keep an eye on it. West Bengal pops salty, Delhi pops happy. That's very funny. It belongs in a museum! I'm gonna go with happier civil servants. I think that's just the most sensible way to do things. There's the war with Benin. I don't think that affects me one bit. Not a single solitary bit. Torrential rains in Assam. Don't love that. Alright, so there's the railway in Satara built. And does that finish out this? It doesn't. Alright, all state regions of Agra, Bundelkhand. Okay, we'll start with Agra. Here's Agra. The state is split. Oh, we need one in Garhwal here. Okay, we'll go ahead and build that. Throw that in at the top. Bundelkhand, that's here. Do I need one in Jhansi? Yes, I do. So I'll throw that one at the top as well. Central Provinces, I think I've got Central Provinces united. No, I'm splitting it between me and Nagpur. Alright. Nagpur has a railway, so Central Provinces is good to go. Malwa. Malwa is here, is it not? Yes. Oh, Indore doesn't have one. Oh, interesting. Indore is part of it. Alright, so Malwa is here and here. It's this, it sort of snakes through this whole area. And Bhopal as well. Yeah, Bhopal is also part of Malwa. Alright, alright. We've got one in Gwalior. And then we've got one in... Is Indore part of it? No. But it's under construction. Yes. Alright, so... And then Bombay. It'd be nice if it would show me which states have got it sorted. Satara and Kolhapur are all good. And then the Bombay Madras line is Bombay, Hyderabad, the seat districts, and Karnataka. So, Karnataka is good to go. All these areas have... That's Denmark. Does Denmark need to have one? I doubt it. That would I wouldn't be able to build that in the first place, so there's no way that would be part of the requirement. Obviously not. That would be ridiculous. So that's Karnataka. The seated districts, that's here. And this is not a split state. So as long as I got my railway here, we're good to go with that. Hyderabad, which is here. This state is not split. So that one's good to go. And Bombay. Maybe I do need to build it in these other countries. Oh, I got a little bit of diplomacy to play with. Oh, right, because I was high on infamy. That's what happened. I'll start improving relations with Portugal, because I don't have any, anything with that. Hey. So France would support my independence. The law proposal causes uproar in Hindustani communities. Claiming the enactment of private schools would affect the country's Hindustani inhabitants in a proportionately negative way, Hindustani firebrands have riled their communities against the current law proposal. Give them a finger and they'll cry for an arm. Give them an arm and before you know it, they'll weaponize the arm, batter all you to death with it, and pilfer their corpses for even more concessions. And their thoughts concern us how? Force the issue through. Reduce bureaucracy, increase enactment chance. More radical pops become more Hindustani pops become more radical, but only in Punjab Hills, which is a pretty small state. From a population perspective, it's 2 million. It's not ideal. Make some token amends. 2% of Hindustani pops become in Punjab Hills become more radical, or acknowledge and address their concerns. 5% of Hindustani pops in Punjab Hills become more loyalist. Reduced enactment chance. Enactment chance is still pretty good. I'll make some token amendments. It's going to give us a few more radicals, but not too many. If I could get a freaking legitimate government, it would be different. I suppose I could get an even more legitimate government by just shoving the presidency armies out the door. An interesting way of looking at the situation. Alright, so I'm hoping these finish out my Purveyor of Progress event. If they don't, then it's just a matter of when these other countries build railways in their areas, which is completely outside my control. Unless, of course, there's a war and I can take those territories, but that's a whole other question. I'm hoping that's not the case, because that would be a silly event to exist if I couldn't actually do it myself. For now, let's go ahead and build up... Ew, logistics. Britain's going after Los Altos. For now, let's build up a little bit more construction industry. How much construction industry we've got? I've got 41. Where do I have an uneven amount of construction? Gujarat. Right, we'll balance that out. Even amounts of construction all the way down. There's 5, and then we'll put 2 in West Bengal. That gets us up to 48. Let's throw 2 more in Agra. That'll be fine. This will cost us a barrel full of cash, but it's important. Can our market tolerate that much more iron demand? Probably. I'm gonna go with a resounding probably. Let me see. Grain prices are okay. I could definitely increase foodstuffs. I should start a food industry. The art of doing nothing. Though previously opposing the private schools laws, Victor Boyle has considered the government of India's political position and instead offers support. While speaking with constituents on matters of law, one must first master the art of appearing to do nothing. While you do everything behind whispers and masked men, indubitably, welcome their support. 5% stronger interest group attraction for Boyle and for the government of India. And Boyle aligns with the Riots, the rural folk. 5% stronger interest group attraction for government of India and 10% enactment chance. Or keep a sharp eye, they're up to something he loses popularity and less enactment chance. I'm going to welcome their support. 10% enactment chance is always nice to have. Alright, so Burma is still reasonably low is not close to being high in liberty desire, so I think I can go ahead and reduce the autonomy of one of my other subjects. It hasn't really been 5 years. Actually, I'm going to put a cut in here because we're... Oh, wow, we're way over my usual episode length. But I wanted to get to a year break. All right, so that is all for this episode. My nerds have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.